So at the time of posting this video, I'm officially 25 years old. It's a weird feeling. I definitely thought by the time I'd be 25 that I'd have so much more figured out, that I'd be ahead in life. But what I can say is I've learned a lot. And in this video, I'm going to give you 25 lessons that hopefully will help you regardless of how old you are. So the first thing is that your 20s sets the foundation for the rest of your life. It's a very unique time because for most people in their 20s, they don't have kids, they don't have a family, and you can either use that time to grind, work towards your career and build something, or you can go out, you can party, you can waste money, right? So I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm in my 20s, like this is the time to like have fun and party or whatever. And yeah, you could do that, but at the same time, like you're only going to get more responsibilities as you get older. Number two, and this one always stuck with me, and that's life isn't linear. I don't know where I heard that from, but it's so true. Life is not going to go the way that you plan it. Like for me, I was 100% confident I was going to play basketball. Like I was good enough, I was getting recruited, and I was like, oh, I'm going to play pro. I had a single injury that changed the rest of my life, and now I'm in corporate America making YouTube videos talking to you. And the thing is, I enjoy it. Like I would have never thought that this is something I would be doing, but I think the more you can accept the fact that things just aren't going to go your way, good or bad, like if you have a plan, that's great, but just be flexible enough to have your plans change. Number three, you don't win playing it small. I think if you think about anybody who's quote unquote successful at whatever, sports, media, entertainment, whatever, like they always took risks. And I think the more you can get comfortable with taking risks, the more you can get comfortable with getting outside of your shell, the more likely you are to get success, right? Think about if you're going to the casino, right? You want to win big. You can't win big unless you take risks, unless you play big, right? Now, I'm not advising to gamble, but I'm just saying in life, you have to take risks. Number four, embarrassment is a choice. This one also stuck with me because for so long, I was so worried about posting on YouTube because of what my high school friends would think, because of what other people would think, how I would portray myself like on the internet. And I think the more you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable, the more you can be like, hey, I don't really care what people think about me. That's when you finally have like a certain level of freedom to say, hey, I'm fine with who I am, I'm fine with myself. Honestly, like embarrassment is what, a 2-second thing. Like let's say you're embarrassed about something, like I'm embarrassed about posting content. First off, people who are judging you for something that you're doing, like those aren't people that need to be in your circle anyway, right? And if they are in your circle, then you should probably cut them out, and they probably don't matter. So literally you have the choice to be embarrassed. Like put yourself out there, take risks, and don't be embarrassed. Number five, I made a whole video about this, and that's failing is one of the best things that can happen to you. The reason I say that is because the more you fail at something, the better you are becoming at it, right? So if you think about sports, if I shoot the ball 1,000 times and I miss 600 times, I'm constantly learning and getting better and redirecting, right? So I think the more you can embrace failure, the more you can say like, oh, I'm going to put myself out there regardless of the outcome, and the more chances you have at success. Number six is health is wealth. If you ask most people, would they take $1 million if it meant that they had to die tomorrow? Most people would say no, right? Because they know that their life is more than money. And I think for a lot of us, we don't treat our bodies the same way, right? But the thing is, health is one of the best things that you can have. If you are healthy, if you are well, that is more valuable than money. It is more valuable than anything because you're alive, you're well. So take care of yourself because health is that important. Number seven, you don't have to be a product of your environment. I am a living witness to this. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I was surrounded by drugs, gun violence. I'm not a part of that lifestyle. I never was. Regardless of your situation, regardless of your family, regardless of how you grew up, you don't have to be a product of your environment. You can beat the odds, you can change. But I think the thing is, you have to want to change. You have to wake up and say, hey, this is not the environment that I want to be in. These are the type of people I want to be around. And then you have to make the adjustment accordingly. Number eight is treat your mind like a muscle. If you think about working out, right? The more you lift, the more you work out, you're tearing your muscles down to build them up. The same thing applies to your mind. I read this book called The Power of Positive Thinking, and it literally changed my mind because it revealed that like we have control over our mind. Like the repetitions that you give yourself, the more times you're building up that mental fortitude is how you become stronger mentally. And a lot of times you have to put yourself through an uncomfortable situation. You have to challenge yourself. You have to push yourself, just like working out, to become stronger mentally. And honestly, that's one of the hardest things to do. And I would say it's even harder than physically working out. but treat your mind like a muscle. Build repetition, build calluses, or whatever. Number 9 is every decision matters. So if you've seen my videos, you know that like one of my favorite concepts is a slight edge. And if you think about a tipping scale, for example, every single decision, good or bad, is going on that tipping scale. And the more that you can make decisions on that positive side, that is how you make improvements in life. Success at whatever isn't a one-time thing. It's not like a lottery where it's just luck and it happens. Usually it's a result of making constant small decisions over time. Number 10, not to be shallow, but invest in your physical appearance. Like, I'm sure you guys have heard the term look good, feel good. Like, that's very true. And I think for me, like the moment I started working out, the moment I started, investing in my physical appearance, like I just got my teeth whitened and stuff like that, like it definitely does impact your confidence. And then having more confidence makes you feel better about the situations you're in. You feel more confident when you're interacting with people, right? So I think the more you can invest in your physical appearance, the more you will impact your confidence. Number 11, habits shape your entire life. Like, I'm sure you've heard the term, we are creatures of habits, and that's very true. Like, we all are. A lot of us have good habits, a lot of us have bad habits, and the more you can build habits towards something that is improving your life, the more it will just become second nature to do the right thing, to work towards something, to where you don't even have to think about it. And this is so important that I made a habit tracker. If you're interested, the link is down below, but I stick to it. I try to make good things a habit. Number 11 is who you choose to marry is one of the most important decisions in your life. So this is coming from somebody who's single, and that's for that exact reason. The person that you choose to marry, the person that you choose to spend the rest of your life with, is arguably the most important decision in your life, right? And I'm not gonna get into like relationship advice or anything, but just be cognizant that who you choose to marry, who you choose to spend the rest of your life with is such an important decision, and it can literally make or break the rest of your life. Number 12, this one I've always just been taught as a kid, and that's kindness goes a long way. I recently had somebody at my job come up to me and say that me speaking to them every day actually is like the highlight of their day. And honestly, like, it was just something I was doing. I was just being nice, saying, hey, good morning, how are you, just taking an interest. And for her to say that she looks forward to that every single day, like, I don't know, it just means a lot. And I think the more you can just be genuine and intentional and just be kind to people, the more likely you are to leave a positive impact on this world. I mean, honestly, that's all that matters anyway. Number 13 is comfort is the biggest killer to success. So a lot of people, we work towards something, right? We're hungry, we're grinding, we're motivated. And the moment we get to that point, that's when we take our foot off the gas. That's when we become comfortable. And for a lot of people, those are the same people that end up in the same spot that they started in. And it's because they get comfortable. If you think about anybody who is a professional or successful in their industry, it took a lot of time to say, hey, I'm not gonna be comfortable. I'm not gonna be complacent. Because the moment you become complacent is the moment that things start to go the other way. Number 14 is we aren't as important as we think we are. And I mean this in a good way, because when I wanted to make a YouTube channel, I was so nervous about what other people thought of me, right? I was so nervous about posting. I was so nervous about speaking in public and, worried about what people would think. And one of my friends said to me, he was like, bro, like, you're not that important. And I don't think he meant it in like a bad way or anything, but it honestly like helped a lot, because I'm like, who am I? Like, nobody knows me anyway, so why does it matter what I do or what I post? But most people are too busy worried about their own lives. Most people are too busy to really care about what you're doing, right? And if someone isn't, then who cares? And number 15, this one is gonna sound a little contradicting, but that is you matter, your life matters. So not gonna go into a whole rabbit hole here, but if you watch my other videos, like I have struggled with depression, I've struggled with mental health issues and all kind of stuff. And what I can say is that, like, as much as it is difficult sometimes, life is valuable and it is precious regardless of how bad it is. Your life matters and it is a blessing. So even if you're going through it, even if you don't have any friends, you can always come hang out with me on the channel. So number 16 is use your money wisely. This is not a financial channel, but what I can say is that using your money wisely will impact the rest of your life, right? If you can live below your means, if you can save, invest, like those type of things create mental freedom more than anything else. I think a lot of us, especially on Instagram, have really bought into this culture of like luxury and kind of flexing, and so many people are like going into debt and like taking out loans really to live or portray a life that they can't afford. And I think the more you can be comfortable with establishing what's enough and investing in something that's going to make you more money instead of losing it, the better off you will be. Number 18 is comparison is a thief of joy. And I know it's cliche, but again, if you go on Instagram or really any platform, it's a lot of, flexing, right? And I think for a lot of us, I know I've been guilty of this, is we find ourselves comparing our lives to what other people have portrayed their lives to be, right? Like I know for me, I was looking, this was actually very recently, I'm like, man, I'm looking at this 18-year-old driving a Lamborghini and, doing so well for himself. And in doing so, it makes you feel worse about your own life. But as I said before, life isn't linear. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody has their own life to live. So the more you compare yourself to others, honestly, like that's not doing anything good for you. Number 18 is all you have is today. So this is something that I still struggle with, and that is focusing on the present moment, right? All you have is today. You do not have to worry about tomorrow. You don't have to worry about yesterday. Like literally just treat today as if it is one task. You have to focus on the task at hand. And the more you can win the day, the more you can stack your days. That's how you end up making progress in life. But the moment you start worrying about tomorrow, right? Like Jesus said, tomorrow has its own issues. It's true, right? You don't need to worry about something that you can't control, something that you're not even guaranteed to be a part of. Worry about today. Number 19 is eliminate distractions. So I know this one's way easier said than done, but especially with TikTok and just social media and honestly like everything, I feel like everything around us is built to distract us. It's built to take away our focus, right? And I think having the world at our fingertips, having so much access, what it does is take you away from what you're pursuing. It distracts you. So if you can eliminate distractions and remain focused, you'll be on the right path. 21 is your circle dictates your life whether you realize it or not. The people you spend time with impact the way you think, the things that you're interested in, your finances, right? Like it is so important to surround yourself with people that are like-minded, people that are on the same path, people that will not steer you the wrong way. Like how many people do we know have surrounded themselves by the wrong crowd, the wrong environment, and it messed up their whole life? Don't be one of those people. Like be someone who is surrounded by good friends, who's surrounded by people that are going to make you better and help you and look out for you, right? Number 22 is enjoy your life. Life is too short to be taken so seriously. Like enjoy it. Like find something that you love, have fun. Like life doesn't have to be taken so serious. Like none of us are going to be here probably in 50, 80, 100 years. Like you might as well have fun, enjoy your life, and don't forget to smile. Number 23 is anything is possible. I know this one's super cliche, but it is so true. Like quite literally anything is possible. What you put your mind to will become a reality. Like you just have to believe that it's possible. I think so many of us have become limited in our way of thinking because of life, because of what's realistic. Like who cares what's realistic to somebody else? Like that is such a crazy way of thinking, to say, oh, I'm not going to pursue something because it's not realistic. We live in a world where I am talking to you through a box. You're watching me through a box. We have self-driving cars. Like who is to say what's realistic? And this is something I've always believed and been taught as a kid. I can do all things through Christ, right? You literally can. I've always believed this since I was a kid, and not to brag or anything, but I've done some pretty cool stuff in my life because of the fact that I believe that anything is possible. Number 25, and the most important, is that Jesus is King. You guys know I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, and honestly, as I mentioned before, nothing matters on this earth, but what does matter is our eternal lives, right? Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord. And I am far from perfect, and I'm sure you are too, but that is the good news. We are blessed. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what stood out to you the most. I know for me, winning today, being present, that's something that I still need to work on, and it's something that always stuck with me. And if you like this video, check out this one as well.